COVID certainly, we just signed a lease on a brand new facility, I think, just prior to
and we're all wrestling
March.
with that, right?
And then there was the work from
money
home
and rent. Yeah.
How did that go for all you guys? I mean, did COVID for you, Glenn? Was that one of the reasons you went to like online training?
Very much so.
Okay.
So I basically was kind of delaying running face-to-face courses for the first few months, and then I realized it wasn't going to happen. Once borders closed, because I get students internationally, maybe 10% of my students are from overseas. They couldn't come here, and then the internal borders was a big problem because probably more than 50% of my students are from other states. So I just had to think, well, what can I do? And I started doing online training. Actually, for me, it's been really good. So COVID forced me to think about my business in a different way, which is how do I provide quality content and still have that intimacy of talking to people, because really that's what they want. It's just not, just do this training package and you're compliant. It's about, eye-to-eye contact, answering questions, the socialization of meeting people and building a learning community. So often with my courses, particularly the longer ones, the 5-day courses, they become friends on the course and they're all sitting there in a Zoom session, 4 hours every morning, talking to each other. I rock up at sort of, 8 o'clock and they're all talking to each other and go, oh, right, yeah, things have started already. It's been fun. So I call it walk to work, 10 meters.
That's really interesting. Actually, I hadn't even thought about that. So they can log in before you arrive to start the training for the day.
Yeah,
it's just like a normal course, I suppose, but it's all done on Zoom. So and they could be anywhere in the world, and then they establish these friendships.
Yeah, like on my last course, a guy from Ghana, a guy from South Africa, New Zealand, and a bunch of Aussies. And and they all had different backgrounds and skill sets. And so they were sharing a lot of information in the breaks. So we'd have a half-hour break in middle of each session, and they'd be just staying there talking to each other. So it was very much like the social atmosphere of a classroom.
That's it's fascinating. I didn't realize up like 10% or more of people weren't even in Australia on these courses. Like.